Nike unintentionally made everything public. And no one was expected to see it so quickly. 10 days before Alex Eala entered one of the largest professional tennis courts after passing through a tunnel at the Nike World Headquarters in Oregon. Furthermore, the events that took place within those walls did not remain there. It spread all across the world. Millions of eyes instantly focused on pictures that had no intention of igniting the internet in the manner that they did. It wasn't by mistake that there were portraits, messages, a flower, and a statement etched in text that said, "History in full bloom." Or perhaps it was. Every tennis community, every Filipino household, and every sports commentator who watched those Instagram stories go live on February 27, 2026, are all consumed by one question. Because before you do anything else, you must comprehend this. Nike's placement on that tunnel wall honors more than simply a 20-year-old athlete. It declares the beginning of a dynasty. And whether or not Nike intended to display it, by the time this film concludes, you will have seen every piece of this puzzle. Keep reading because each chapter delves further into the narrative. When Alexandra Manoaya was born in Quezon City, Philippines, on May 23, 2005, there were no Filipino women in the top 50 of the professional tennis rankings. There had never been a Filipina competing at the top level of the sport. Not because there was no aptitude, but more because there was never a path. Eala constructed her own. Before anyone even knew her name, Globe Telecom signed her as an ambassador because they saw something special in a youngster who was only 8 years old and barely mature enough to comprehend sponsorship negotiations. She traveled the world, trained non-stop, and took in every experience like a sponge absorbing the Pacific Ocean indefinitely, hungrily, and limitlessly. She rose to the world number 2 combined ITF junior ranking by 2020. By winning the girls' division at the US Open in 2022, she broke the record for the entire country and became the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam junior singles championship. The history of Philippine tennis was not just changed by that triumph. It made a loud, unapologetic announcement that something seismic had arrived. Nike had had enough. They dressed her for the court, watched her compete, saw how she handled pressure, and identified a generational brand athlete when one showed up. Year by year, tournament by tournament, milestone by milestone, the partnership became stronger. Then March 2025 arrived. Eala entered the Miami Open as a qualifier that no one had marked on their bracket, armed with a wild card and ranked 140. What came next belongs in a very other discussion. Yelena Ostapenko was defeated by her. She disassembled Madison Keys. She became the first wild card in tennis history to defeat 3 major champions in straight sets at a single WTA event when she defeated 5-time Grand Slam champion EJ Swiatek. The Philippines exploded. As calmly returned to the baseline as if she had always been there, and the tennis world stopped breathing. She became the first Filipino woman in history to rank in the WTA Top 100 by March 31, 2025. She jumped 16 spots in a single week to reach her career-high rating of world number 31 on February 23, 2026. Every competition she participated in was followed by crowded stadiums. Everywhere Alexandra Eala came in Oceania or the Middle East, a whole country accompanied her. And Nike observed each and every game. However, this is what no one was ready for. Nike's subsequent actions. Oregon, USA, February 27, 2026. Eala had just landed in the United States, arriving early to get ready for 2 of the most important competitions of her career. The Miami Open will start on March 17th and the Indian Wells Open on March 4th. Both WTA 1000 competitions. These 2 career-defining chances had the potential to propel her into the top 20 for the first time. She took a detour before a single serve was made and before a single practice session started. Nike's global headquarters are located in Beaverton, Oregon, the campus where legends are preserved, where the architectural legacy of Michael Jordan is evident, where sportsmen who have surpassed their sport are honored in hallways that are seldom seen by the general population. Eala entered, took pictures, posted them to Instagram stories, and shared them with the media. The next events transpired at digital speed. She posted a number of pictures from the worldwide sportswear company's headquarters, along with a video of herself displaying a photo wall that featured some of her significant life events. However, it was more than just pictures on a wall. Alexandra Eala's photo is now displayed inside the fabled tunnel, the sacred gateway that houses Nike's finest worldwide ambassadors in every sport. In one of the portraits, Eala was seen posing with a broad smile and a peace sign alongside other Nike global ambassadors from other sports, and the text, "History in Full Bloom," was shown along the fabled tunnel. Then the picture that stopped the internet appeared. After storming into the Miami Open last year, Eala mimicked the largest image on display with both hands on her face in shock and tears. Among the most renowned athletes on the planet, that picture, captured in the unadulterated excitement of a wild-card adolescent discovering she had just advanced to a WTA 1000 semifinal, now holds a permanent place. The internet didn't merely respond. It exploded. The pictures spread over all platforms in a matter of hours. Facebook pages, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and more throughout the Philippines. Millions of fans, tennis commentators, sports journalists, and Filipino celebrities started taking screenshots, sharing them, and speculating. Eala was posted by GMA Sports at the Nike headquarters. Alex, a Filipina tennis player. Eala visited Nike's global headquarters in Oregon, USA, where pictures honoring her journey were on exhibit. The pictures were posted by the tennis letter. Threads glowed. One recurring question flooded the comment areas. What does this actually mean? Because no one's portrait is inadvertently hung in that tunnel. At Nike's most renowned address, no one unintentionally gets a personalized greeting. This was not a casual visit. This was planned, intentional, and well thought out. What, then, was Nike actually saying? The following installment will expose every little detail, so keep watching. Let's look at just what greeted Alexandra Eala upon her arrival at Nike World Headquarters. The substance, not the surface. One photo, she was seen lying on a ping-pong table with an image of the Philippines' national flower, the sagittita. She also used a tiny tennis court with the same flower to showcase her sophisticated Nike Air Rift split-toe sandal. It wasn't ornamentation. This was intentional cultural design. Nike didn't just put the national flower of the Philippines on their products and call it branding. They incorporated Filipino identity into the foundation of Eala's ambassadorship. She became a world-class tennis player and an unbreakable symbol of Philippine pride as a result of this deliberate, persistent, multi-year investment in tying her athletic identity to her cultural heritage. Instead of competing, the two personas enhance one another. Think about the 2025 Wimbledon moment. Nike sent Eala a hair tie shaped like a sagittita, the national flower of the Philippines, for her Wimbledon debut. The present came in a custom-designed box with a loving note that said, "If you plant, you will harvest." Months later, Georgina Camus, a Filipino artist, created an Eala-inspired limited edition jersey for Nike that had the national flower superimposed over the grass courts of the All England Lawn Tennis Club. Do you see the pattern? A personalized hair piece for Wimbledon. An exclusive cultural t-shirt honoring her ancestry. Personalized portraits are preserved at global headquarters. Personalized presence while visiting Oregon. This isn't how ambassadors are often treated. Nike reserves the same amount of money for generational figures, and this is their signature athlete architecture. The 20-year-old was given personalized presents during her visit, such as displays with her own photos that showcased her rising prominence in the global tennis scene. And the extension of the Nike contract. In a rumored $75 million transaction, the clothing giant recently extended its collaboration with Eala. $75 million for a 20-year-old who was ranked 31st in the world at the beginning of what analysts predict will be a 10-year reign at the top of professional tennis. Nike doesn't spend $75 million on athletes they think have potential. They put that much into athletes they consider to be inevitable. However, there was a tumultuous internet event that you should be aware of before the truth was completely revealed. Eala's visit to the Nike headquarters generated a lot of viral attention, but it clashed with something more repulsive and revealing about her cultural influence. On Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, Fake news started spreading faster than real news. Fact-checking websites refuted a Facebook post that claimed Wilson had given her a $45 million contract. She is still bound by her contract with Babolat, therefore the rumors about a Yonks racket embossed with a Philippine icon are false. Claims of an Emirates Airlines sponsorship on social media were also deemed fraudulent and lacked an official statement to support them. Subsequently, a widely shared post surfaced asserting that Eala was personally chosen by Michael Jordan to be the new face of Air Jordan, with an astounding $1.8 billion attached to the deal. All around the Philippines, communities rejoiced. Pride and congratulations swamped the comment sections. Within a day, thousands of people responded to the message. It was all unverified. It was all untrue. The most grandiose fabrication of all came next. Eala allegedly received a multi-billion-dollar offer from Abu Dhabi billionaire Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan in the form of a 10-year contract with a $1 billion down payment and $600 million a year in exchange for remaining in the UAE capital as queen of a new Abu Dhabi Diamond Tennis Championship, according to several Facebook posts. Rappler and Verifile's fact-checkers worked quickly. Wilson Sporting Goods and Eala have not released an official announcement regarding any such agreement. There are only comparable posts on social media and no news articles on it. Beyond the debunking, though, this is what needs real attention. Why does this continue to occur? Why does Alex Eala's name consistently draw billions of fake people? What does it show? It demonstrates the extent of her cultural gravity. The world already views an athlete as someone whose financial trajectory may conceivably reach those stratospheric heights when they create fictitious transaction stories for billions of dollars, stories that garner hundreds of thousands of replies before correction arrives. The Filipino people are not gullible. They're making projections. They are witnessing a young woman from Quezon City demolish Grand Slam champions and rise so quickly that billion-dollar amounts feel emotionally correct even when it is untrue. The perceptual gap between aspirational fiction and confirmed reality is a type of cultural force in and of itself. Furthermore, Nike has a deeper understanding of cultural power than practically any company on the planet. The true story of Eala is already motivating. She has won Grand Slam Junior Championships, consistently risen in the WTA rankings, and received endorsements from reputable businesses who value her talent and discipline. Even though she is just starting out in her career, she keeps using reputable relationships that offer legitimacy and support to reinforce her potential. She is measured by the fabrications rather than diminished by them. Furthermore, every false narrative is rendered meaningless by what Nike's true intentions indicate about her future. This is the reality that underlies everything you just saw. The tale of Alexandra Eala is not about a sponsorship agreement. It has nothing to do with paintings hanging in an Oregon tunnel, fake billions, or a blockbuster Instagram story. It tells the story of a girl who planted and is now starting to harvest. From Junior Wildered to WTA number 31, from Quezon City to Nike's most renowned avenue. Every step of this journey, from a country that has never produced one of the top 50 professional tennis players to a $75 million global brand investment that is still growing, was earned, not inherited. There is more to the photo on that Nike wall than just a snapshot in time. One of the biggest sports brands in the world has pledged to support this woman's legacy for years to come. And everyone can now see that pledge, regardless of whether Nike planned to make it public this week. This is the question that you should think about long after this video is over. Will Miami 2025 be mentioned when people look back 10 years to the exact moment the world realized how far Alexandra Eala was always going to go? Or will they point to a tunnel in Oregon on February 27, 2026, where her photo hung silently among giants and no one spotted it until it was too late to turn away? Please leave your response below. You own the discourse. Click the subscribe button immediately if this story touched you and you think Alexandra Eala deserves all the attention. Every week, new videos chronicling the most significant stories in women's tennis are released. You don't want to miss the next.